Now we're talking about hooks. Like, okay,
Hooks.
hooks.
What comes in your mind if I say hooks?
Well, first would be Peter Pan. But I know we're talking about, well, I would say webhooks would be one of the things. So it's, I guess, something that could be triggered from somewhere.
Yeah. So after React 16.8,
Okay. Wait, just going back. Okay.
after React,
Yeah.
after React 16.8, everything that was in class component like lifecycle things and all those things, even context, all those things were converted to hooks. That is accessible from anywhere, and we can use it to create states. We can manage the states. We can manage the lifecycle. Everything using hooks.
Okay.
Okay. So the simple use of hooks can be used to create a state.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, if I am in,
let's switch back.
Yeah.
Maybe you can press Command plus once to get just a little bigger.
Okay.
So this would also be something like you have with HTML on click or something. Okay.
No. In React, basically we can define any hooks. We can even create our own hooks using use in front. For example, if I own movies, I can create.
Don't they use Moritz?
No, I'll just do this sounds. Name, and that's how we create a state. That's all. And we can create setter name. And the next thing is use state. That's all. For example, for now it'll be like Moritz everywhere. So now they are not being used, so it is showing the issue. But this is how you create the state. That's all. And here the use state is hook.
But one of the hooks. This is only in the scope of the function Moritz, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is only used here. We can create a global state also, but probably in next videos.
All good.
In this one, it's only used inside this component.
Okay.
We call it component. Okay. So we can use this name anywhere we want. For example, here. There is some issue somewhere around Moritz. Bound and no. It's M capital Moritz. Is there any issue with this? Moritz JSX? Yeah. For now, let's show this one, and we can set name anywhere we want. For example, on click. Set name Subash. Finally, there is my name.
All right.
Okay. Now we can create one button, and it will only trigger click me to change the name. And we can just press on. We will just trigger. What is it? Oh, okay, got it. Cannot find the name unpressed. Problem. Yep. So now let's go back to FTSX. Now it still shows Moog is the problem. Why?
No, you removed it from above, from the import. Just rename the file again to small Moritz.
Yeah, I think it's not knowing it. Or maybe I need to restart the file. Yeah. So let's skip it now. Okay. It's stupid JS.
I think now you definitely have to zoom in or something, because that I can't read that. Not even from my screen. So, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, let me do one more thing. I can just create beer. It's there beer, not there. It's probably here. Click to change the name. Moritz. Yeah. Yep. So if I change the name, it will just change to Subash.
Okay.
So it is one of the use of hooks.
Okay.
We can create the state and use the state inside this one. But if we talk about other programming language to create the state, there will be like so many processes that we need to go on. So all those complications are not here.
So, but now you're using the on click from the button to execute everything which is on pressed. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So let's create one counter also. Counter plus one, counter plus one. We can do that one. For now, I'll just change it to maybe count and set count. And I can just press it here, sure. And I'll just click increase. And just name it to set count. Increase. This will be count. And this will be. And this count is a constant. Okay. Now what we need to do is count plus set count plus.
So do you have the concept of a variable or something?
We can put that also, but I just want to replace that. For that, what I can do is count is a constant number. Whatever comes in count. Set count plus one. Let's do it final. Increase number is equals to count plus one. Wow. Let it do it. I was just using final. Do you know why?
No.
Because I use final in Flutter. Wow. So you can just do this.
So you're already infected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not the name, but it's
Okay.
the number. So it's just like.
So when you click on it more, okay, it goes up. Okay.
Yeah. So if you refresh it, it goes back to 0. So it's only for this component until we increase or decrease the number.
Oh, you reload it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Because I couldn't see it. Okay. So you increase it, and then when you reload, okay, now I get it. Okay.
So there is another thing also called effect.
Okay.
So in use effect, there are like so many things related to use effect. We can talk about that in separate video also. But in this one, I'll just show the example inside the hooks. How is it used?
Okay.
If it is like for this lifecycle management, like on mount, a component did mount, component unmount,
okay.
and all those things. So yeah, those lifecycle hooks are handled by use effect. So I can simply use effect snippet. I can just remove everything for now. And what I can do is I can just increase it. Or I can just do set count plus one. This one. I don't need anything. And it needs the increase number thing here. What it says. Oh, sorry.
So wait, I have questions. Okay, fix the issues first, and then we talk about it.
Because I don't have increase number, count plus one. Can just do this and just remove this. I don't want anything now. Yep. So what it does, what do you think?
Okay, so I see. So you still have the count, which can be increased with set count.
Yeah.
The use effect is somewhere triggered, but I can't really see when.
If we just place something inside this use effect randomly, it will be like on mount.
Okay.
It just increases the number. We can just start.
Or what is it? So use effect is something that will continuously be triggered.
One of the use. use effect will handle all the life cycle. Like for example, if I show initial thing, if you see the snippet of use effect snippet, you see 3 places there: first, second, and third.
Okay.
This first thing is like on mount.
Okay.
And it's like if you want to remove this, like unmounted, on mount and unmount.
Yeah. Yeah. I get the point. But the thing is, the text you had there before, the number kept increasing because it was, I guess, triggered more than once.
Yeah. It's like on mount, it will just go on and go on. And
so it starts on mount and then it just keeps on going till whatever. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Here. So you can put some kind of time things. Or if you want to input just like in every seconds, you can do this one. Or if you want to just trigger some functions on landing.
Okay.
Then also you put inside this one.
Can you, like you said about a timer, for example, to count down, but is it, if you have a difficult calculation in the use effect before you count down, is it going to change the time actually? Like, let's say the computation you need before it decreases the time takes longer than a second, takes, for example, 10 seconds, then it will only decrease it every 10 seconds?
Yeah. Okay. We can put timers and everything inside this one. But in this video, I'll just talk about use effect because it means one uses of the use effect.
Okay.
Because if we talk about the use effect, you'll just be like for an hour.
All right. So when do you normally use the use effect? Without like this, not with any conditions that will break or will stop, or the first, second, and third? When do you use this?
If you want to initialize the user state, not here, but when you land on the base. When you exactly land on the base.
Okay, but you would do this only once, right?
Yeah, or yes and no also. If you want to put some conditions at this also, we use effect. If any conditions are required when you land on the base.
Okay.
Yeah, then we use this one. And this third thing, this one, is anything that if this use effect wants any kind of external input, it acts as one function. But if it wants some kind of external input like count, it wants count from there. So we put it inside this.
So would it trigger again if you change the count?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a loop you actually have.
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't put count in here, if you would put nothing in it, would only call it once, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now I got it. Okay.
Yeah. If you just remove this, it will give you error, but because of check, but you can compile it, but it won't run because it doesn't know that the count has been changed yet.
Okay. So but why is the count this high?
Because it got stopped in that phase.
Okay, it's continuously right.
If I just retrace,
so if you refresh it, it will be okay, all right, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to change something from the external chains, then you can put it in use effect. Yeah, that is one of the chains. Okay.
So, but the count you put in the last one, it's not something like in a function as a parameter you pass in.
No,
it's this will change. That's a trigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
So I will explain about this later, I guess, in next video because it's a little bit complex.
Okay.
But I just want to show like what is hook. So whatever starts with use here, they are hooks. There's like use context, use state, use effect, and so many hooks, and we can also even create our own hooks also. The good thing is we can access it from like any part of this component, and it makes our life so much easier than in the class component. Maybe in future, in one of the videos, I can also compare the class component and the functional component, how it used to be before 2018 and how it is now.
Okay.
And so I can do that also. I guess for this video, this much is enough. We have discussed about
great. Yes, sounds great.
So many stuffs. It was our first video streaming, so it was like, okay.
Yeah, but very nice. Very nice.
But let me revise a little bit. We discussed about component and JSX. Now I guess you have idea about that.
You also want to show something for this, or are you?
Yeah, we can show it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to switch back. Oops, wrong one.
So now you guys know about the JS runtime environment, how it compiles in browser, in Node, and with Dino I will show in later video. And also you know the difference between NPX and NPM, where and how do you use it. I haven't shown the uses of NPM, but maybe in next video. And next thing is component and JSX, and except that we learned about hooks. Use state, how to create the state and how to manage the state. and also the life cycle, a little bit explanation of life cycle. That's all for this video.